According to today's regulators and bureaucrats, those of us who were kids in the 50s, 60s, 70s and early 80s probably shouldn't have survived. Because our baby cots were covered with brightly coloured lead-based paint, which was promptly chewed and licked. We have no child-proof lids on medicine bottles or latches on doors or cabinets, and it was fine to play with pans. When we rode our bikes, we wore no helmets, just flip-flops and fluorescent clangers on our wheels. As children, we would ride in cars with no seatbelts or airbags. Riding in the passenger seat was a treat. We drank water from the garden hose and not from a bottle, and it tasted the same. We ate dripping sandwiches, bread and butter pudding, and drank fizzy pop with sugar in it. But we were never overweight, because we were always outside playing, because we could. We shared our drink with 4 friends from one bottle or can, and no one actually died from this. We would spend hours building go-karts out of scraps, and then went top speed down the hill, only to find out we forgot the brakes. After running into stinging nettles a few times, we learnt to solve the problem. We could leave home in the morning and play all day. As long as we were back before dark, we played elastics and street rounders, and sometimes the ball really hurt. We fell out of trees and got cut and broken bones and teeth. And there were no lawsuits, they were accidents. We learnt not to do the same thing again. We had fights, punched each other hard and got black and blue. We learnt to get over it. We walked to friends' homes. We made up games with sticks and tennis balls and ate live stuff. And although we were told it would happen, we did not have many eyes out, nor did the live stuff live inside us forever. We rode bikes in packs of 7 and wore our coats only by the hood. Our actions were our own. Consequences were expected. The idea of a parent bailing us out if we broke a law was unheard of. They actually sided with the law. Imagine that. This generation has produced some of the best risk takers and problem solvers and inventors ever. The past 50 years has been an explosion of innovation and new ideas. We had freedom, failure, success and responsibility. And we learned how to deal with it all. And you're one of them. Congratulations.
Left 50 bars, she's 50 bras, take them 50 odd toss. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back of some cars, them top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs. Let me please start with a Scottish girl, a vet. Didn't know if she pissed herself or my finger made her wet. She was my first sketch, shot my load in a sticky net. Didn't know what I was doing, still got no regret. Cause the standard is set, fucked anything I could get. I ragged my first slut 10 seconds after we met. Forever being a debt for teaching me what I didn't know. Fell in love with this posh bimp when I was 16 years old. Been trying to get in a knickers since I was 13 years old. Made every dad jealous cause I was filling that hole. Went to Spain with a bunch of mates, suddenly I was on the roll. 12 shags and blowjobs in 14 days, yeah I know. Split up with a snobby car, she found out I was an arsehole. But the gas just kept on coming, should've charged him a small toll. Linked up with a Leicester girl from my holiday away. Her mum and dad thought I was an angel, well what can I say? No 50 bars is 50 bros. bras, thicker than 50 odd tots. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back off some cars and top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs. No 50 bars with 50 bras, thicker than 50 odd tots. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back off some cars and top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs. Back to the holiday romance, Anne-Marie were her name. Back and forth week after week, yo, what was her name? Invited her round to see if she wanted to play a game. Blindfolded the top, my friend gave her some fame. Amazing frame, she swallowed again and again. If your big brother could see you now, he'd probably go insane. It was time for a change, I'm looking for some new jugs. Had 5 more after that, can't remember too many drugs. Then Amy from Chesterfield, she was a churchgoer. Went to service every Sunday, she was a right goer. I was getting a reputation, that's my girl, yeah I know her. She was getting on my nerves, so I proudly had to show her. Could I get any fucking lower, pool, eating a fry up. She was a bit tight at first, but then it went right up. Then I felt a right hook, someone shouted you bastard. It was a slag from the night before, I think she thought we'd have lasted. There was Thingy from Leeds and what's the name from Doncaster. Working in Maccadees when she said I harassed her. Turned on when she bleeds, her bum all needed a plaster. I've been with some half-breeds, planted seeds and gone after. You know me, give me threes, no please, so I blagged her. Went in to buy some munch, an hour later I shagged her. Louise without her needs, just loved the taste of cum. Round her ass one night, she tried to stab her mum. Kerry from down the road, wouldn't think twice of using a gun. Hated everything about me, but loved the bedroom fun. The girl from the local pub I used to drink with her eldest son. Crept past her daughter's bedroom, knocked one off and made her run. The fat trollop who tried to rape me, damn she weighed a ton. You keep on riding me like that girl, I won't make it to 21. There was loads with before and after, but I forgot, cause all that's behind me. I'm blessed with what I've got. No 50 bars is 50 bras, thicker than 50 odd tots. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back off some cars and top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs. No 50 bars is 50 bras, thicker than 50 odd tots. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back off some cars and top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs. No 50 bars is 50 bras, thicker than 50 odd tots. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back off some cars and top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs. No 50 bars is 50 bras, thicker than 50 odd tots. Left 50 scars and 50 knobs, my neck in 50 odd jaws. Back off some cars and top of bars, I made love like the stars. I've been around the block, now here's my memoirs.